We will now commence with the conferral of degrees. As the former students cross the stage today, you will note that some of our graduates are wearing various stoles and cords. A complete listing of those is noted in page 7 of your program. Professor Omar Khan, Chair of the Department of Architecture, will recommend the candidates for the baccalaureate degree in architecture. Professor Khan.
By the authority of the trustees and the Chancellor of the State University of New York and the Council and Faculty of the University at Buffalo, I hereby confer, oops, I think I moved early.
You just took the boss's job.
I took the boss's job. Something to aspire to. Good afternoon. Today, Today we recognize our graduates as they transition from being our students to becoming our alumni. This is an important milestone, and we celebrate this scholastic achievement and intellectual maturity. I'd like to congratulate the families who have supported our graduates through this exciting and challenging period of their lives, as well as my fellow colleagues, the faculty of the Department of Architecture, who have guided them through their architectural education. Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degree of architecture please stand and remain at your seats? That does mean you guys. Trustee Llewellyn, Dr. Hamill, on behalf of the faculty of the university, I have the honor of recognizing these candidates. They have met all the requirements of the university and are recommended to you by the faculty for the baccalaureate degree.
Now, by the authority of the trustees and the Chancellor of the State University of New York and the Council and Faculty of the University at Buffalo, I hereby confer upon each of you the baccalaureate degree with all the rights and privileges thereunto pertaining. Congratulations.
Thomas Ancelotti, graduating with a minor in environmental design. And William Baptiste, graduating with a minor in environmental design. Maria Bautista. Michael Camalici, graduating cum laude with a minor in environmental design and is a member of the Tau Sigma Delta Honor Society. Xiaoqi Chao, graduating cum laude with a minor in studio arts. Shane Cleveland. Marco De Silva, graduating cum laude with a minor in environmental design. Bradley Davies. Michael Derbyshire. Jacob DeVries. Rachel Goff, graduating magna cum laude with a minor in environmental design and is a member of the Tau Sigma Delta Honor Society. Yasmari Encino, graduating cum laude. Thomas Horvath. Julia Hunt, graduating magna cum laude and is a member of the Tau Sigma Delta Honor Society. Stephen Frederick Jeffrey, graduating with a minor in studio art. Katerina Kalyunko, graduating cum laude with a minor in environmental design and a minor in studio art. Colin Kelly, graduating cum laude with a minor in environmental design. Felicia Kiblin, graduating cum laude with a minor in classical civilizations and ancient history. Elias Kostambasis. Ho Kung Lee, graduating magna cum laude with a minor in environmental design and is a member of the Tau Sigma Delta National Honor Society. Nicole Little, graduating magna cum laude with a minor in environmental design and is a member of the Tau Sigma Delta Honor Society. Sylvester Millardi. Nicholas Marciniak. Catherine Martell. Evan Martinez, graduating magna cum laude and is a member of the Tau Sigma Delta Honor Society. Alan Palermo, graduating cum laude. Nicholas Pizzoni. Colleen Powers, graduating magna cum laude and is a member of the Tau Sigma Delta Honor Society. John Quigley. Russell Roberts. Henry Saldana. Hakchul So, graduating cum laude. Sarah Savisco, graduating cum laude. Travin Tong. Joanne Singh, graduating magna cum laude and is a member of the Tau Sigma Delta Honor Society. Tyler Updike. Christopher Vincente. Max Warshaw, graduating with a minor in environmental design. Chi-Young Wu, graduating cum laude with a second degree in studio art. Timothy Wu, graduating cum laude with a minor in history. Kira Uderikes. Gabriella Zappi. Xinjiang Zhang, graduating cum laude and is a member of the Tau Sigma Delta Honor Society.
Wow. I now want to introduce to you Professor Ernest Sternberg, the Chair of the Department of Urban and Regional Planning, who will be recommending candidates for the baccalaureate degree in environmental design. Professor Sternberg.
Hello, environmental designers, urban planners, real estate development people, and historic preservationists. You'll be walking out of here tonight into a confusing world, and it is my hope and the hope of your faculty that the education you have received will help light your path. We wish you well and good fortune. Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degree in environmental design please stand and remain at your seats? Those BAEDs, let's stand up. Trustee Lewin and Dr. Hamill, on behalf of the faculty of the university, I have the honor of recognizing these candidates. They have met all the requirements of the university and are recommended to you by the faculty for the baccalaureate degree.
By the authority of the trustees and the Chancellor of the State University of New York and the council and faculty of the University at Buffalo, I hereby confer upon each of you the baccalaureate degree with all the rights, privileges thereto pertaining. Congratulations.
Matthew Abbott, with a minor in architecture. Nicholas Anto. Jesse Berg, graduating with a minor in architecture. Jacqueline Basmajian, graduating cum laude. Shimon Buyan. Brianna Booth, graduating with a minor in architecture. Sarah Brzezinski. Madeline Britt, graduating summa cum laude with a second degree in political science and is a member of the Tau Sigma Delta Honors Society. Zian Chen. Gabrielle Cohen, graduating cum laude. Joseph Diarantio. Daniel Dunes, graduating with a minor in architecture. David Edwards, graduating cum laude with a minor in architecture. James Find, graduating with a minor in architecture. Truck Fulletier, graduating with a second degree in political science. Tyler Galinsky. Dahlia Garcia. Cody Gardner. Shane Goldman, graduating cum laude and is a member of the Tau Sigma Delta Honor Society. Angelica Hart, graduating with a minor in art history. G. Lynn Hugh, graduating cum laude with a minor in architecture. Kristen Hook, graduating cum laude with a minor in geographic information systems. Michael Hoover, graduating summa cum laude and is a member of the Tau Sigma Delta Honor Society. Shi Ting Wang. Abdul Ibrahim. Brian Irving, graduating with a minor in architecture. Roger Kolker, graduating cum laude with a minor in architecture. Mitch Lavrieri. Justin Lianza. Jean-Luc Louis. Marie Myers-Shearing, graduating as a member of the Tau Sigma Delta Honor Society. Long Ten Nguyen. Kulina Perschak, graduating magna cum laude and as a member of the Tau Sigma Delta Honor Society. Ryan Pereira, graduating summa cum laude and as a member of the Tau Sigma Delta Honor Society. Rolando Rabut, graduating with a minor in Earth System Science. Christopher Salzano, graduating as a member of the Tau Sigma Delta Honor Society. Ian Schwarzenberg, graduating magna cum laude and is a member of the Tau Sigma Delta Honor Society. Rosarianne Toscano, graduating cum laude. Thomas Voigt, graduating with a minor in geography. Jeremy Wassel, graduating cum laude and is a member of the Tau Sigma Delta Honor Society. Alexis Ziegler, graduating magna cum laude and is a member of the Tau Sigma Delta Honor Society.
Do you confer? Do you confer, or have you already done that? Yeah, you have to confer some more. Have to do the masters. Okay. Did you confer? No. No. Graham, I think you have to do this.
I think
right?
I did that already.
For this group? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're got it. Professor Khan will now join us for the Master of Science candidates.
Good afternoon. Will the candidates for the Master of Science degree please stand and remain at your seats? Trustee Llewellyn, Dr. Hamill, on behalf of the faculty of the university, I have the honor of recognizing these candidates. They have met all the requirements of the university and are recommended to you by the faculty for Master of Science degree.
By the authority of the trustees and the Chancellor of the State University of New York and the council and faculty of the University at Buffalo, I hereby confer upon you the Master of Science degree with all the rights and privileges thereto pertaining. Congratulations.
John Thomas Pistori.
Okay. Will the candidates for the Master of Architecture degree please stand and remain at your seats? Trustee Llewellyn and Dr. Hamill, on behalf of the faculty of the university, I have the honor of recognizing these candidates. They have met all the requirements of the university and are recommended to you by the faculty for the Master of Architecture degree.
By the authority of the trustees and the Chancellor of the State University of New York and the council and faculty of the University at Buffalo, I hereby confer upon each of you the Master of Architecture degree with all the rights and privileges thereto pertaining. Congratulations.
While they're coming down, I'd like to send a message out to Femi Alej. Femi, while you may have lost your name card, that doesn't mean that you lost the degree, so you're good. Salwa Muhammad Alaune. Amireza Azadeh. Michaela Barker. Brandon Baxter. William John Becker. Mark Brooks. Ingrid Calderon. Alan Chan. Rong Chen. Bradley Allen Everdyke, graduating with an advanced certificate in historic preservation and as a member of the Tau Sigma Delta Honor Society. Rebecca Nicole Gamera. Germania Garzone. Nilufar Gobadi. Irena Goroshko, graduating as a member of the Tau Sigma Delta Honor Society. Ryan John Grace. Alexander Daniel Griebel. David Mitchell Heaton, graduating as a member of the Tau Sigma Delta Honor Society. Nishan Jagrup. Lauren Nicole Jocelyn. Mandeep Kaur. Leslie Liu. Kyle McMines. Kenzie Crimmins McNamara, graduating as a member of the Tau Sigma Delta Honor Society. John Constantine Mellis. Leila Sadat Mirgadari. Baragav Munagala. Patrick Thomas O'Brien. Jared James Perillo, graduating with an advanced certificate in historic preservation. Gianfranco Petrantoni. William Edward Popel. Camila Ramos. Brian John Ravinsky. Seper Salehi. Jennifer Sarah Salton. Andres Santandrew. Graduating as a member of the Tau Sigma Delta Honor Society. Crystal Ann Schmoger. Brandon William Small. Michael Bradley St. John, graduating as a member of the Tau Sigma Delta Honor Society. Nathan Andrew St. John, graduating as a member of the Tau Sigma Delta Honor Society. Brandon Michael Stone, graduating as a member of the Tau Sigma Delta Honor Society. Chi Sun. Harley Ray Tanner. We're good. Michael Edward Tuzo, graduating as a member of the Tau Sigma Delta Honor Society. Austin James Tyler. Taylor Joseph Wolf. Shuiping Seong. And Yushi Zhao. Jason Katz. Veronica Estefania Yuki.
Will the candidates for the Master of Urban Planning degree please stand up and stay there, don't go anywhere. All right. Trustee Lewin and Dr. Hamill, on behalf of the faculty of the university, I have the honor of recognizing these candidates. They have met all the requirements of the university and are recommended to you by the faculty for the Master of Urban Planning degree. Yeah, that's it.
By the authority of the trustees and the Chancellor of the State University of New York and the council and faculty of the University at Buffalo, I hereby confer upon each of you the Master of Urban Planning degree with all of the rights and privileges thereto pertaining. Congratulations.
Darren James Bean. Megan Denise Brightheart. Samantha Jean Bolkilvish, graduating as a member of the Tau Sigma Delta Honor Society. Cody Clement Sanders. Kevin Cullen. Robert Lee Dimmig. Anjali Hall, graduating as a member of the Tau Sigma Delta Honor Society. Jenna Marie Hart, graduating as a member of the Tau Sigma Delta Honor Society. Tung Hua Jing. Hong Kai Lee. Brianna Charlene McCoy. Devon Lamar McCune. Crystal Charisse Middleton. Antonio Tyshawn Parker. Richard Thomas Rogers, graduating with a Juris Doctorate degree in law. Sean Patrick Rooney, graduating with an advanced certificate in historic preservation. Ninuk Dwi Augustiningrum Setiawati. Jeda Song. Eric James Tocco. Rimbaditya Wimbardana Wimbadi. Corey Dennis Winters, graduating with an advanced certificate in historic preservation. Garrett Spencer Wyckoff. Shi Hong Jo. Jared James Perillo, graduating with an advanced certificate in historic preservation. Michael Edward Tuzo, graduating as a member of the Tau Sigma Delta Honor Society. Michaela Brianne Barker. William John Becker. William Edward Popel. Alan Chan. Brian John Ravinsky. And Bradley Allen Everdyke, graduating with an advanced certificate in historic preservation and as a member of the Tau Sigma Delta Honor Society.
This is a big deal. First time. This is going to be a first. Will the candidate, where is she, for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, please stand and remain at your seat. Where is she? Stand up. Ah, there she is. Okay. Trustee Lewin and Dr. Hamill, on behalf of the faculty of the university, I have the honor of recognizing this candidate. She has met all the requirements of the university and is recommended to you by the faculty for the Doctor of Philosophy degree.
By the authority of the trustees and the Chancellor of the State University of New York and the council and faculty of the University at Buffalo, I hereby confer upon you the Doctor of Philosophy degree with all of the rights and privileges thereto pertaining. Congratulations to you and the school at this milestone moment.
What's that? Molly Elizabeth Ranahan, PhD.
Why don't you do this with me? Come on, Rob. I'm not sure what the right ways to do it. We don't know how to do it.
Here's turn around. Will all of the graduates please stand? You may now move your tassels from the right to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the class of 2017.
You can sit down now. Congratulations to all of our graduates. At this time, we'd like to take a moment to present the awards of the school, which we led by our Associate Dean for Academic Affairs, Dr. Cordon Smith. He's our Associate Dean, and Corey will now start a process of additional celebration.
There's more. Congratulations to all graduates. At this time, I am honored to present a number of awards on behalf of both departments and the school. The first award this evening is the BAED Academic Excellence Award, given in recognition of the highest overall GPA in the environmental design program for a graduating student. With a GPA of 3.86, this award goes to Ryan Pereira. The MUP Best Professional Project Award recognizes the highest quality final project in the Department of Urban and Regional Planning. This award goes to Anjali Hall. The MUP Best Thesis Award is given in recognition of the highest quality master's thesis in the Department of Urban and Regional Planning. This award goes to Ramandicha Wimbadi. The MUP Academic Excellence Award is given in recognition of the highest overall GPA in the Master of Urban Planning Award, in the Master of Urban Planning program for a graduating student. With a GPA of 4.0, this award goes to Anjali Hall. I would now like to call upon our representative from the Western New York section of the American Planning Association, Jonathan Bluer, to present the AICP Planning Excellence Award. Jonathan is director of the Western New York section of the American Planning Association, a member of the American Institute of Certified Planners, and an alumnus of the school. He earned his Bachelor of Arts in Environmental Design in 2010 and Master of Urban Planning in 2012. He currently works as a planner with the town of Clarence. Please help me welcome Jonathan to the podium.
Thank you, Dr. Smith. On behalf of the Western New York section of the American Planning Association, it is a pleasure to extend our greetings and best wishes to all of the 2017 graduates. The American Planning Association is an independent, not-for-profit educational organization that provides leadership in the development of vital communities by advocating excellence in community planning, promoting education and citizen empowerment, and providing the tools and support necessary to meet the challenges of growth and change. APA is governed by a national organization, state chapters, and regional divisions. As you embark on your planning career, we encourage you to remain an active member of APA. It will serve as your connection to the planning community. APA provides access to a diverse network of peers and a myriad opportunities to continue your professional development. The connections you make through APA will open doors that will help shape your career. Will Anjali Hall please come forward again to the podium? The American Institute of Certified Planners is APA's professional institute providing recognized leadership nationwide in the certification of professional planners, ethics, professional development, planning education, and the standards of planning practice. Upon the nomination of the graduate faculty in the Department of Urban and Regional Planning, I am pleased to present to you the American Institute of Certified Planners Award, which is presented to the student who exemplifies high standards of professional and school citizenship. Congratulations on your achievement. Way to go.
I now have the pleasure of presenting awards for the architecture program. The first award is the Undergraduate Academic Excellence Award in Architecture, recognizing the highest overall GPA of a graduating senior in the Department of Architecture. With a GPA of 3.61, this award goes to Julia Hunt. Alpha Rho Chi, the National Professional Co-ed Fraternity for Architecture and the Allied Arts, has promoted the profession of architecture by encouraging students to excel. To honor their achievements, the Alpha Rho Chi Medal is offered each year to over 100 schools of architecture whose faculty select a graduating senior who exemplifies the qualities of professionalism, leadership, service, and merit. This year, there are two recipients, William Baptiste and Xiaoji Chao. The Chairs Award for Excellence in the Master of Architecture program is given in recognition of consistent, high-caliber design, work performed in design studios. This year's Chairs Award is awarded to Salwa Alone. The Arc King Student Medal for Excellence in Architectural and Environmental Research is given to one graduate student for an outstanding graduate thesis and acknowledges innovation, integrity, and scholarship in architecture and environmental design research. This award goes to David Heaton. The Henry Adams Certificate of Merit and Gold Medal of Honor are two awards by the American Institute of Architects. Ms. Tracy Konheiser-Huey is here today as representative of the Buffalo, Western New York chapter of the AIA to present the two awards. She is an associate principal and senior architect at Wendell, and an alumnus with a Bachelor of Professional Studies and Master of Architecture degrees. I'd like to ask Tracy to come forward and present the Henry Adams Awards. Please help me welcome him.
Good evening. Each year, the American Institute of Architects recognizes the top academic performers in each accredited school of architecture in the country. The award goes to those first professional degree candidates in the Department of Architecture who hold the first and second cumulative grade point averages. In addition to the awards, the department has continued the tradition started by Professor Emeritus William S. Huff of presenting each awardee a book about Henry Adams. The Henry Adams Certificate of Merit and the book, The Education of Henry Adams, is awarded to Dave Heaton with the second highest GPA of 3.905. The Henry Adams Gold Medal, Certificate, and the book Mont Saint-Michel and Chartres is awarded to Irina Goroshko with the highest GPA of 3.938. Congratulations to both students.
Our last section is for recognition for school-wide awards. Dean Shibley, will you please join us at the podium? The newest addition to our list of academic honors for the school is Tau Sigma Delta, the National Academic Honor Society for Architecture and the Allied Arts, for the highest achieving undergraduate students, representing the top 20% of the graduating class. Students wearing the white stole today have been inducted into this honor society. Please join me in recognizing these students. The R. Buckminster Fuller Award was created and sponsored by the Friends of the School of Architecture and Planning in recognition of extraordinary innovation and inventiveness in design. This year, the award goes to Rachel Goff. The Dean's Certificate is awarded in recognition of highest achievement to a graduating student in the School of Architecture and Planning. Over the last 7 years, this student has demonstrated a deep and abiding commitment to our school. In addition to being a full-time architecture and urban planning master's student, he has worked nearly full-time as a shop, research, and teaching assistant. In these roles, he has mentored peers on topics ranging from digital fabrication to climate change to construction technology, all while maintaining a wicked sense of humor. More on that another time. As a graduation speaker last year, he stated that life is not about receiving pieces of paper at graduation. The irony. Despite this, we still hope that Michael Tuzo will come to the stage and accept this year's Dean's Certificate. I'd now like to call upon Germania Garzon President of the Architecture Graduate Student Association, to come forward to present the Gary Day Award.
Good evening, everyone. First and foremost, I would like to thank the rest of the Architecture Graduate Student Association team, our Vice President, Dylan Burns, our Treasurer, Ruchita Chansarkar, our Secretary, Amanda Schoen, our Public Relations Officer, Salwa Alanu, and our Senators, Jason Katz, Mark Brooks, and Taylor Wolf. Each year, it is the Architecture Graduate Student Association's pleasure to present an award to honor an outstanding graduate professor in the Department of Architecture. The Gary Day Award, originally created in honor of past Buffalo architecture professor Gary Day, is given to an individual who embodies remarkable dedication, leadership, and sincere devotion to his or her students in and out of the academic realm. This year, the graduate student body has the distinct privilege of honoring Annette LaCure with the Gary Day Award. Professor LaCure is someone from which every graduate student has the pleasure of learning, even if it may not be directly in studio. She is someone we can all go to when we have a question about whether our projects or designs can actually be built, or if they are working structurally the way we think they are. She is always there to lend a helping hand and have a quick chat in the hallway about how we are doing. She's one of the kindest people with whom I've had the privilege of meeting and working, and is such an inspiration to all of us here at the School of Architecture and Planning at the University at Buffalo. Thank you.
Thank you, Gigi. I would now like to ask Anjali Hall and Subhashini Raj to come forward to present the Graduate Planning Student Association Faculty Award.
Good evening, everyone. Inspired by our colleagues in the architecture student body, graduate planning students decided to create an Outstanding Faculty Award to honor a faculty member in the Department of Urban and Regional Planning who exemplifies qualities in teaching, mentoring, research, community engagement, and university service that planning students appreciate and value. To determine this year's recipients, a call for nominations was put out to all graduate planning students, and the candidates that received the highest number of nominations were then voted on by the student body.
We, the Planning Student Body, would like to present the inaugural Graduate Planning Student Association Outstanding Faculty Award to Dr. Samina Raja. Dr. Raja, would you please join us at the podium? I'm not done. Dr. Raja joined the Department of Urban and Regional Planning in 2002 and has since curated a significant legacy in peer-reviewed journal publications, grants, awards, name recognition, community-oriented research, and of course citations. All of those things qualify her for this award, but are not why she was nominated and then selected by the student body as the recipient of the Outstanding Faculty Award for 2017. A quote submitted by a fellow student captures the sentiment of the student body. Samina is committed to excellence, and she instills that commitment to excellence in her students. Her devotion to students is seen in the way that she teaches, the way she advocates for student initiatives, and the way she reliably builds up students to reach their full potential. She leads through example and then creates an atmosphere of respect between her and the student body. Dr. Raja, we thank you for your outstanding teaching, research, and service to the student body in our school, and we honor your work with the 2017 Graduate Planning Student Association Faculty Award.
Thank you, Anoli and Subhashini, and congratulations to all the awardees. I'd like to call back Jonathan Bluer to the podium to speak to our graduates on behalf of the school's Alumni Association. And I think this is mercifully the last speech of the evening.
Well, graduates, you finally did it. Congratulations. I'm very honored to have this opportunity to celebrate with you this evening. And I was thinking 5 years ago today, I was sitting where you are sitting now. And I'm not sure if you're thinking that that is a really short time ago or a really long time ago. For me, it feels like an eternity. I've been at my planning job for 4 years now. And so you may be thinking, well, what about year one, the exciting or dreaded year one? Well, actually, I just said I was sitting there 5 years ago. I was actually not telling you the truth. I should have been sitting where you were, but I wasn't. So now that I got that out of the way, I have a story to tell you. And now that you're paying attention, I want to give you 3 points that are going to be woven into my story. And they're very practical points. I'm a practical guy, so I'm going to give it to you straight. The first point is say yes until you have a reason to say no. The second point is embrace technology. That's probably your favorite one. The third is consider the human element. So think about those as I tell this story. When I was in college, I desperately wanted a planning job right out of school. I spent 6 years preparing right here at UB in the School of Architecture and Planning. 4 undergrad, 2 grad. During that time, I probably wrote more 5- and 10-year visions that I could count. I looked so far out into the future, I was probably more of a life planner than an urban planner. I went to events, I crammed in a bunch of internships, I networked, but as my MUP graduation loomed, I still did not have my dream planning job lined up. That's when my dad actually pulled me aside and told me something I won't really forget. He basically said, say yes until you have a reason to say no. I know what you're probably thinking. You're thinking that's incredibly scary advice, and I thought so too. But I can tell you it was some of the most practical and useful advice that I listened to, I should say, that my dad gave me. And what he was basically telling me was not to get too far out in front of my life, to take every opportunity and let it lead to your next. See, this flew in the face of the way that I had set my life up. In my mind, it was always school, graduate, planning job. But I decided to give it a try, and what do you know? I got hired for a job, year 1. Granted, it wasn't a planning job, and it probably paid minimum wage, and it required me to go to a training session the day of my graduation. But again, you might be thinking, how is this a good thing? And I was thinking the same thing. But then I remembered what my dad said, and I didn't have a reason to say no. So I said yes to the opportunity. Now, you also may be wondering what the job was. It was actually sailing on Lake Erie, so it was fun. I talked to kids, students, and parents on the Spirit of Buffalo, a 73-foot topsail schooner, every day, and I taught environmental education. And you can bet after the first few months, I turned those environmental education sessions into Urban Planning 101. We explored how the built environment affected the water. We discussed pollution, sustainability, sewer systems. You name it, we talked about it. And I don't care if they were little kids that tall or parents taller than me, we just talked about it. But you know what? Somehow it actually worked. I was able to take that not really planning job and turned it into something that worked. Now, during this whole time, I applied for real planning jobs. I worked days and spent countless nights submitting resumes, filling out job applications, and mailing letters. And that brings me to my second point: embrace technology. Let's face it, for the most part, we are the millennial generation, with some exceptions. We grew up with technology. And for many of us, it's practically our native language. But don't underestimate that. You see, it's what sets you apart from your loved ones beside and behind you, and no offense, but many of our mentors behind me. Not only does it make our world a smaller place, but it creates an endless 24-hour window of opportunity. I'm not telling you to work 24 hours a day. Stay with me. So I got a few interviews and I started to see a trend. I was most always interviewed by baby boomers, or one baby boomer. And for those of you that don't know what a boomer is, basically it's typically your parents' generation, something like that. And if there's one thing I know about baby boomers, my parents, they usually have an appreciation for the nicest and greatest technology, but they can't really use it that well. Maybe they use 1, 2 features, do a couple basic functions, but it's just a fraction of what you have done with technology over the course of your time just here at UB. So I went into the final interview with a mission. Rather than saying generic statements like, I'm proficient at GIS, I said something to the effect of, I can take your parcel data and map your land use patterns by assessor code. Then I let him see my work. And I remember I had 6 years worth of work, of student projects, as I'm sure you have years and years worth as well. And I embraced technology. I let my interviewer know, who's now my boss, by the way, that I would bring a level of technical expertise to the office that it turned out he was actually looking for. So he offered me the job, and I said yes. I know that I am oversimplifying things just a bit, but maybe you need a little simple in your life right now. Because I know 5 years ago, I sure did. I needed someone to tell me, relax, breathe, and put one step in front of the next. And that brings me to my final point: consider the human element. Right now, you are full of ideas, concepts, strategies, and techniques. The world is waiting for you. And as counterintuitive as this may seem, I would ask that you take it easy on all that groundbreaking stuff just for a bit. I would ask that you understand your next place you find yourself in from a human level. Realize that you will not be the first or the last person to take that challenge. And once you realize and understand your place in that space, you can gently start to rev your engines, just little by little, but give yourself some time. And you may find that that will take some of the initial pressure off, because it certainly, again, did with me. So I want everyone to stop for one moment, look around at this gorgeous space. It's a gorgeous building. Wouldn't you love to be the planner or architect for such a venue? But see, that's pressure right there. The good news is we are not here this evening to marvel at this beautiful building. We're here because of you, the human element. So in closing, keep in mind that you do not have shoes to fill. You have shoes to find. And when you find them, remember this: you already know how to walk. And that's why you are here this evening. So walk your walk, no matter the shoes you find, walk your walk. Once again, thank you and congratulations.
Thanks again, Jonathan. Thanks very much. I'd like to welcome back Ms. Catherine Sparks to assist us all in the singing of UB's alma mater. How many of you knew we had one? Got it? It's actually terrific. It brings back memories of high school. Catherine. You can sit down now. This is embarrassing. We're going to get there. We are almost done. Colleagues and friends and graduates, congratulations. I want to leave you just one thought. The faculty and staff have learned from you as much as you have learned from us. You are ready to face the challenges of a world that was much more complicated, that is much more complicated and challenging than any, I think, that your faculty faced. All of us have a lot of work to do going forward, and you are ready. We know that because we've seen the grit, we've seen the passion, we've seen the leadership, and we've seen the scholarship. And there will be some who think our goal is to get you into practice as it's done today. And you will say, no, I want to know what practice needs to do tomorrow. And you're the ones that are going to take us there. So I'd like you to just take a minute and congratulate yourselves for this tremendous accomplishment at graduation and the challenge you have ahead of you. Please. Then I want to say to you, there's a whole lot of people in this room that helped you get here. So I'd like you to think for a moment about your parents, your loved ones, your siblings, your friends who are here in the hall with you today, and everyone wearing a graduation gown should thank them robustly. And then I'd like you to thank the dedicated faculty and staff that have got you here as well. They're on the platform. So you are ready. We are ready. There's a reception in the hall. I'm going to ask Professor Taylor to come forward and retrieve the mace and declare this ceremony over. Professor Taylor.
I declare the 2017 Commencement of the University at Buffalo School of Architecture and Planning is officially concluded.